Hello everyone, today I have a very special guest I'd like to introduce to you, Connie Chapman, who's a transformational life coach based in Sydney. Connie, can you tell us a little bit more about you, please?
As you said, I'm a life coach. I work one-on-one primarily with women, and I support them on so many things. But my work is so focused on your inner world and inner transformation. So I work with a lot of women on, achieving external things, whether it's changes in their career, their relationships, financial. But it all begins on the inside. So a lot of our work is about shifting your mindset and your belief systems, really reconnecting with your heart and finding out what it is you really want to do in the world, who you want to be, and living very intuitively. So living based on feeling rather than thinking and what makes sense. So I really take women on a journey of reconnecting with themselves to find all their answers within them and to find everything they're seeking within them. I also run online programs, one of them being the 90-Day Transformation Project, which I think we're going to talk about today. I have an online radio show called Awaken Radio, and my online space is conniechapman.com, and on there I share stacks of inspiring information and resources for people to just support them to live their best life, but their version of it, what is truly right for them, not the life that perhaps they think they need to be living for other people.
Amazing, thank you. So the 90-Day Transformation Project, this is the third year running, is that right?
Yeah, it kicked off in 2012. It was the end of 2012 that I started the program, actually as a free program initially, that was just something that spontaneously came to me to share with people. And then it ran all through last year, and it's back here again this year. We typically run twice a year. And yeah, it's a really powerful 3-month journey that I take people on of self-inquiry, of self-realization, of week by week areas of inner work that create inner transformation. And I guide them through it with me by their side the whole time, and a really powerful community as well. So it's all the stuff you read in books and blogs and all the stuff that you know, but maybe you don't know how to live and apply it to your own life. So I support them through that journey.
So you're helping people really learn how to apply these ideas and principles into their everyday life.
I'm such a practical person. I like to make everything really practical. So I take them through like workbooks, videos, live calls with me, meditations. Everything's designed to teach them how to do the work. So how to move beyond fear, how to transform limiting beliefs, how to actually figure out what you really want to do in the world, how to connect with your heart and what you love, and what's your passion, what's your purpose, how to tune into your intuition and actually connect with it, discover it, and act from it. And a big part of what I teach in there is manifestation as well, and is understanding this isn't about just going out and changing your world to make you feel happy, because that creates huge control issues that so many of us get into. If I'm going to fix and change all this stuff, and then I'll be happy. But my work is about, manifest what you want in your world, but come at it from an energy space, not just from an action space. And I teach really beautiful principles in there that help people manifest from a true place of fulfillment, not need. It's very different.
Beautiful. What inspired you to start creating this program? What led you into the making of it?
I am a personal development junkie. I've been reading self-help books since I was 19. It's just an obsession of mine, and I accumulated a lot of knowledge, but I wasn't always living it. And I had got to a point where I was training to become a life coach. I was running a part-time coaching business and studying part-time I was studying part-time, I was working full-time, that's right. So I was doing stacks of stuff. And I was on a holiday in Los Angeles, and I was due to come home, and I was dreading coming home because I was like, my life is crazy and I can't deal. So how about, I create a little project in my life. And I thought, I'll create a little 90-day program to just really support myself with all the changes I want to make. And I'll bring in my self-care and my meditation and my yoga, and I will show up every day and do my journaling and my visualization, and I'll set my intentions, and I'll just see what happens. And I came home and I shared it on my blog with my audience and said, hey guys, I'm doing this project, do you want to join in with me? And I had hundreds of people from all over the world want to join in on the project with me. And that's where it began. It began as a little inspired idea for me to see what I could create in my world, but then I ended up sharing it with hundreds of people. So it was really powerful.
Amazing. That's just beautiful. So, have you had any amazing, really, really inspiring transformational stories from some of the people who've taken this course that you'd love to share with us?
I have stories. I have testimonials all over the site of people emailing me, telling me what they've experienced. But it starts off them feeling changes within themselves. So first of all, there's this whole sense of empowerment that comes from realizing you're the creator of your world, that you can create your world differently if you don't like how it's going because you've created what you've got at the moment. And even that in itself is this new level of empowerment, like, oh, maybe I could experience this differently. Then comes these stories of reconnection with themselves, finally feeling self-love, finally feeling self-acceptance, finally dropping the judgment and the negative self-talk. It's incredible, the feelings that they can experience as a result of doing that. You just feel free and happy and content all of a sudden. And then people I was going to say, people going out taking massive action steps. So quitting their day jobs, not because they have to, but because they realize it's not what their heart desires. Starting blogs, starting new businesses, doing new training courses, and rekindling relationships that perhaps were really disconnected because that person was a bit disconnected from their self. And now they've got this reigniting in their relationship, which it just happens naturally when you start to change on the inside.
Yes, well, I really love, especially what you said at the beginning about people feeling empowered when they realize that they can actually choose what happens in their life through the thoughts and actions that they take. It's not just a fluke or a ride or luck. It's actually we all have the power to create the lives that we dream of.
I feel like this program is really learning about conscious creation. It's really learning that you consciously create your world, and I'm going to guide you through 90 days of work to show you just how you do that, so that you can stop unconsciously creating the stuff you don't want, and you can start consciously creating the stuff that you do want.
Beautiful. It's just so powerful. So I'm just curious, how has creating this program and sharing with so many women around the world changed your life? How has it transformed your life?
When I did the project the first time, when I actually sat down to do it in my own life, I ended up quitting my day job at that point, and I launched into running my own business, which for me was completely outside my comfort zone. But I had the support of all these women, cheering me on, which was incredible. So through that project, I quit my day job and launched my own business and started working full-time as a life coach. And since then, obviously my life is completely transformed because I'm now on purpose doing what I love every day. But I live this stuff all the time, but something different happens when you focus over a set period of time and say, these are my intentions, this is what I'm showing up for, this is what I'm committed to, let's do this. And I find that every time I do it, I go deeper into myself, I come to know myself on a whole different level, and I now have, hundreds of women actually supporting me to manifest what I want. So you're kind of coaxed out of your comfort zone a little bit more. So it's incredibly empowering every time I do it. It takes things to a whole nother level.
And I love what you just said, and something that I practice in my life and teach to my clients as well is about making a commitment to yourself and knowing that you're worth making that kind of commitment. Like, we're always talking about making commitments to other people, but we often forget about this incredibly important and sensitive relationship we have with ourselves, and making a commitment with ourselves and to ourselves to give ourselves the best that we can is enormous. It's just that in itself is transformational.
And people think it's selfish. People are like, I can't set aside time for this work or set aside money for a program like this. And then they feel bad about it. And I'm like, this is an incredible opportunity for you to live the life that you want to live. But it's amazing what it brings up. It brings up the guilt and they have to start saying no to things because they're saying yes to themselves.
Yeah, and a lot of self-worth stuff comes up. That's always one of the biggest ones I find.
Oh, self-worth is huge. And I don't dedicate an entire module to that, but it is weaved through the entire project. Whether you're trying to work on manifestation, your dream career, your dream relationship, self-worth will come in there along the entire path.
Amazing. So when does it start? When does the next one start?
We kick off on March 1st. So anytime people register, they get access to the pre-program resources, which is an intention setting journal, a pre-program workbook, my meditation album, a recommended resources list, and 2 videos from me. So they get them as soon as they sign up. And then, you've got time to work on your pre-work before we kick off on March 1st.
Perfect. And then, so how do people sign up?
They can go to the 90daytransformationproject.com. That's the website. It's got all the information about the project on there, as well as buttons that you can use to register and get involved.
Perfect. And I'll be putting all those links at the bottom of our blog.
Thank you, Vienda.
Thank you so much for your time today, Connie. It's such a pleasure speaking with you and seeing you as always.
I know. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.